Imagine a book that promises to reveal the hidden laws of reality itself. A book so mysterious, its authors chose to remain nameless, known only as the Three Initiates. A book that whispers of ancient wisdom handed down through secret societies, esoteric schools, and forgotten temples. That book is the Kybalion. But what exactly is it? Where did it come from? And why, more than a century later, does it still inspire seekers of hidden knowledge around the world? Tonight, we open the vault and trace the origins of this forbidden text. The Kybalion was first published in 1908 in Chicago. Its cover was simple, its claims extraordinary. The subtitle read, "A Study of the Hermetic Philosophy of Ancient Egypt and Greece." The authors? The Three Initiates. No names, no identities, just that cryptic phrase. Scholars and occultists have speculated for years. Some believe it was William Walker Atkinson, a pioneer of the New Thought movement. Others suggest connections to secret orders and hidden lodges that kept Hermetic philosophy alive in the modern era. What makes this so fascinating is that the Kybalion was not written in the dusty centuries of antiquity. It was written in our modern era, yet disguised as if it were ancient. This duality, modern pen, ancient voice, is what gives it power. It speaks to us as if the wisdom of Egypt itself had been carried into the 20th century. But to understand the Kybalion, you have to understand where it claims to draw its wisdom from, the Hermetic tradition. At the heart of Hermeticism is the mythical figure Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great Hermes. He was said to be both a sage and a god, a fusion of the Greek Hermes and the Egyptian Thoth. To his name are attributed countless writings, sacred texts, philosophical treatises, alchemical secrets. The core of Hermetic philosophy is that there are universal principles, laws that underlie everything. These laws are timeless. They govern the stars, the mind, the body, the soul. Whether in the temples of Egypt, the academies of Greece, or the hidden lodges of the modern world, Hermeticism teaches that if you understand these principles, you understand the universe itself. The Kybalion claims to be the modern voice of this ancient stream. Now, here's the challenge. The Kybalion is not an easy book. Its language is dense, symbolic, often frustrating for modern readers. Many people pick it up, read a few pages, and put it back on the shelf, never unlocking its potential. That's why some seekers have started looking for ways to decode it, line by line, principle by principle, into something they can actually apply. In fact, I came across a guide called the Kybalion Decoded, 7 Hermetic Laws for Mastering Reality. It doesn't replace the book, it acts more like a key, turning the cryptic sentences of the initiates into usable wisdom. If you're curious, I'll leave a link in the description and in the first comment. Think of it as a whispered recommendation. Because when knowledge is this hidden, sometimes you need a lantern to light the path. But this leads to a deeper question. Why the secrecy? Why hide behind the 3 initiates? One reason is tradition. In mystery schools, teachers often remained anonymous, allowing the focus to remain on the teachings, not the teacher's personality. Another reason may be protection. Remember, in the early 20th century, occult teachings were still considered dangerous, even scandalous. But perhaps the most powerful reason is symbolic. By leaving their names hidden, the author suggests that these teachings do not belong to one person, they belong to the stream of wisdom itself. The voice of the Kybalion could be anyone's, or everyone's. It is timeless, ownerless, faceless. And that's precisely how forbidden knowledge survives. Not tied to a single person, but to a lineage, a current, a flow of wisdom. So what does the book actually teach? At its core, the Kybalion presents 7 Hermetic principles, laws of reality that claim to explain everything from thought to matter, from vibration to cause and effect. But before even naming them, the Kybalion warns, these are not just theories. They are to be applied. They are practical, not merely philosophical. That's why the text has such a strange rhythm. It speaks in riddles, parables, aphorisms. It doesn't want to hand you the answers. It wants to make you think, to wrestle, to awaken. When you first read it, it may feel like shadowy language. But slowly, patterns emerge. Mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, gender, 7 principles, 7 keys, 7 ways of decoding the universe itself. And so, the Kybalion remains one of the most intriguing and enduring occult works of the last century. Not ancient, yet ancient. Not authored, yet authored. A book written by no one, and by everyone. In our next episode, we'll dive deeper into those 7 Hermetic principles themselves, what they mean, and how they claim to govern the reality you and I experience every day. Until then, remember, knowledge is power, but hidden knowledge is transformation. Subscribe for more. Welcome to Occultus.